Hi, everybody, and welcome to Seeking the Sacred Earth. So, this is a tough topic, but it's one that touches us all. I had made a written blog post about it last year, but I really felt it was important to make a video about it because there's so many people in my life who are confronting this issue during the holiday season this year. So, just a couple of personal things. I lost a sister when I was very young. We buried her on Christmas Eve. I lost my father around Christmas time 3 years ago. Now, that happens to a lot of families where people pass or people get very sick around Christmas because this is a very heightened moment in our year collectively. A lot of energy. The pressure of the holidays is immense. And so this can lead to a lot of situations coming to head. But people experience grief no matter when they have lost a loved one or a situation has ended in the year. The grief can really come up at this time as everything's just heightened. We're missing people when there's festivities happening, where if you've gone through breakups or lost jobs, that all comes up to a head. And the problem is if we ignore the grief that's coming up, we end up medicating it, with bad habits, addictions. And we can even try to sublimate it by we're going to be angry instead of grieving, or, anxious, or manically shopping and, disassociating from what's really going on. So what I recommend doing, and this is something I've worked with, I'm in it now. I've had a really rough week when it comes to the grief coming up, and I didn't want to face it. And then finally I just had to be like, wait a second. I have to use my own medicine here. I have to just sit down and accept that that's where I am. And why would I be surprised every year that this comes up? And doing it with kindness, with gentleness to ourselves, because nobody wants to slow down around this time of year. We'd love for it all to be sparkly and festive and fun. But sometimes it's not. And that's human life. And we have to honor all layers of our experience, not just the highs. So what I recommend doing is specifically taking a meal time with family and just dedicating to, we're going to honor the people who have passed. And this meal, we're going to give thanks for them in our life, and we're going to talk about how we miss them and bring up memories and talk about, just be honest about how difficult it is that they're not present, and just really marking it. And it doesn't have to be a meal. It can just be a simple conversation. Another way to do it is to make sure that if you are decorating the tree, you do have ornaments that represent those who have passed, if you do celebrate with Christmas trees, if you do celebrate Christmas. Another way to do it is to simply take time, this Christmas day, especially because we're going to be experiencing a solar eclipse that day. And a solar eclipse day is very much heightened in a positive way when we take time to really spiritually connect, when we take time to be still. It's a great time to meditate, to do hypnosis, to just really be still. And so I would just encourage you, if you are dealing with grief or disappointment during this holiday season, to really take the time. Take that walk by yourself. Step out of the festivities and go, look at a candle flame for 10 minutes. And I think it's just so important to honor how powerful crying can be. That we honor those we've lost with our tears. There's something magical about that to me. Let's not ignore the space that people leave when they pass. And that also goes for anything, pets. Like I said, like jobs, relationships, like Christmas time. If you're going through a breakup, this is the hardest time to go through that. And just to really honor yourself during it. To do what you have to do to take space. And you know, let me give you the ticket. You don't have to act like everything's okay this Christmas. It can be a mixed bag because it always is. It always is. Some of us have a hard time crying, and I have some clients that I work with who have this issue. And a good way to sort of peel away the opening so that you can, or at least you'll feel more comfortable to, is to watch the sappy Christmas movies. Even the Polar Express. I was watching it last night and started sobbing. I was like, yes, this is what I need. There are little secret moments in all Christmas movies where if you can take that leap of faith to nurture yourself, you will have flow. So I encourage you, if you're going through grief this holiday season, like everyone I know, to just feel it. Move through it. Because then you'll be on the other side of it. And then you'll really have the room to enjoy the festivities, to enjoy the meal, to enjoy the fun and the friends. It's when we try to do both, right? When we try to be like, no, that's not happening, and let's have some festivities. That's when it all falls apart. So honor each shade of the holiday season, of the color palette of Christmas, because there's many colors. And isn't it beautiful to experience all of them? That's our challenge, to see it as beautiful, that we must experience all of it. So I hope this resonated and helped for you out there who are in this place of, you know, the mixed bag of the holiday season, and love and honor yourself to be there. Of course, please like, subscribe, head to SeekingTheSacredEarth.com for services and many more videos. And of course, if you have someone in your life that could use this message, please send this on to them. Thank you so much.